on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 23 Ultimate Team video. In today's video, we're going to be going over the best free 94 overall weekly wildcard to choose and add to your MUT 23 squad. Now, if you guys enjoyed this video, if you like it, if it helps you out, make sure to go ahead and click that thumbs up button. Shows a lot of support on the channel, helps the videos get noticed. Also, if you're brand new here, you are searching around YouTube for MUT 23 content, whether it's how to make coins, how to get free players, how to build your ultimate team, you found the right channel for everything. Stay a while, click that subscribe button, turn that notification bell on as well so you guys are alerted when we drop additional videos. Let's get right on into it. So we're going to start with how to earn this pack. It's going to be found in the latest competitive pass, which at a level 11, 90 CP is going to unlock this pack, and we'll open it up and show you everything that's in it and then go over the best cards to choose out of it. With the competitive pass, like any other field pass, you're going to want to look to the right. So after you scroll through the rewards, you can see here playing solo battles, winning MUT Champs games, winning head-to-head season games, completing sets, and then knocking out statistical objectives. All of these things are going to earn you CP, which is the XP equivalent to this competitive field pass. And when you get yourself to 90 CP or 90 XP, you're going to go ahead and unlock this pack. Now, one thing to pay attention to, if you look under the pack art, it says 94 overall BND weekly wildcard fantasy pack. But when you actually obtain this pack, it's going to have a little bit more to the description, which specifies exactly what's in it. We knew that it would contain 94 overall weekly wildcard players, but we weren't sure if it would update based off of the cards that came out today, and the answer is it did not. So it's very hard to see right now, but there's some text on here on that pack art that basically gives you dates from 2/7 to 2/14, which was 2 weeks ago, and then last week when these weekly wildcards drop. So if you open up the pack, it's going to give you 8 different options, and I think 5 of them are pretty solid. Now, I know a lot of you are looking and seeing 94 overalls and probably feeling like these cards aren't really useful to your team, and if that's the case, you can always quick sell the card and take training, but I think there's some pretty good pickups at positions that you typically do not want to spend your coin on. But let's go through the best players, and we're going to start with Amani Awodire, which is going to be the best defensive card to choose from this entire pack here, and he gives you 95 speed, which is pretty good. It's certainly usable at this point. 6'2", good height there, 94 zone, 93 press. He does only have 88 play rec and 89 man coverage, so you're going to want to be careful there. If you're going to put him in any type of man coverage situation, be very careful. You're either going to want to get a strategy item that boosts that man coverage up, or another option is the Motivator Gridiron Guardians Isaiah Rodgers, which you can earn for free from the Gridiron Guardians 2 field pass. That card gives you +1 to man coverage, +1 to zone coverage, and +1 to play rec, so you can bump it up a little bit. And with the abilities on Awodire, his best ability in my opinion is going to be Pick Artist for 1 AP. Now, one other card on the defensive side of the ball is going to be Jalen Hawkins. He's at 94 speed, so we're -1 there, and definitely starting to see a lot of offensive players with 97 speed, specifically wide receivers, so you're going to want to be a little bit careful there. But he gives you good height at 6'1", 94 speed, 96 at power, 95 zone. He also doesn't have the greatest man coverage, so I would refrain from keeping him or putting him into man coverage out there. But one thing that kind of makes up for that lack of speed, and I hate to say that because 94 is an incredibly slow, but he does have 95 acceleration, which is definitely going to be helpful for Jalen Hawkins. I think his best abilities come down to deep out zone KO being for 1 AP, so don't put him in man coverage, play him as a high safety, make him cover those outsides with that deep out zone KO, and I think he'll be all right. Out of the 6 cards that I'm recommending, I would say Gentry is number 6, but I wanted to put him on the list because at the end of the day, he's a 6'8" tight end, so you can't teach height, only 92 speed, run block isn't great, you know, route running is serviceable, catching is good enough, but he's 6'8", and that's really all I'm going to get to at this point. I know a lot of you have Rob Gronkowski as your free tight end there, and you might even have Dave Casper still from the season 1 field pass. If you like to rock sets that have multiple tight ends in there, you can throw him in, but I wouldn't waste my pick on him. He does get red zone threat for 1 AP, which is a great ability for a guy who's 6'8", so if you're having trouble scoring in the red zone, you could kind of explore the options that way. And the alternative to that is that he does get short and elite also for 1 AP, which just generally is a good ability for tight ends. Xander Horvath is probably my second favorite pick in this pack. A lot of you are overall nerds, and I am too, so don't take that as an insult. You want to see your overall get better, and every position, you know, affects that. So if you have a fullback out there that's a 90, 91, 92, 93 overall card, well, you got one for free here, which is a 94 overall, and you don't have to spend any coin to upgrade that position. So that's why I recommend Xander Horvath. We're not going to bother putting any abilities on him that cost AP. He does get balance beam for 0 AP. At the end of the day, I don't think that's really going to do much on the field for you, but make sure you equip it since it's 0 AP. He has 91 speed, 92 lead block, 91 catch, which is pretty good, I believe, for fullbacks in there if you do want to throw him the ball. But this card, this item being picked up for you know, from your fantasy pack would strictly be because you want to boost up your OVR. We love to build our offensive line with free fantasy packs and cards like this, and if Reiff had better abilities, I would say this is the #1 pick. I'm going to put him at like 3 or 4 on the list. Right tackle, that's 305 pounds, 92 strength, 90 awareness, 94 pass block, and 92 run block. Not amazing. It's not like he's a top 3 right tackle in the game, but it's another position that you technically and generally don't want to spend your coin on. You want to be able to use that coin to upgrade the really important players, the quarterbacks, the cornerbacks, the halfbacks, and wide receivers. So he is, you know, decent at best, but the big downfall here is that he does not get edge protector or secure protector at a discount at all. And in my opinion, it's like a must to have that on your left and right tackle. If you're going to YOLO it and not do that, he does get all day for 0 AP, so I highly recommend at least putting that on there. I think that might help, but I don't think it's going to be incredibly effective against like edge threat defenders if your opponent happens to have them. He also gets threat detector for 1 AP, which is a really good discount on that card. You'll take a pretty big hit in overall, but he does get secondary positions of left guard at 89 overall, right guard at 90 overall, and center at 87, which would be a good way to still take advantage of the threat detector without putting him on the edge and not having an edge protector out there. And the final card, which is going to be my favorite, is going to be Nick Folk. And listen, I know a lot of you have the Graham Gano card that you earned from a field pass, a competitive field pass that came out in like November. This card is slightly better than that one, but he is +2 in overall. So again, if you're an overall nerd and you're trying to boost that up there, this card is going to help you do that. Graham Gano had 93 kick power, so does Nick Folk. I think the difference between the two is that Folk's accuracy is a little bit better, which is going to be at 91, and he gets good abilities for a kicker, which now officially work after halftime, which is definitely a good thing. He's either going to get Zen Kicker for 1 AP or Focus Kicker for 1 AP. I don't believe you can combine the two, but that's definitely my favorite pick out of all of them. I would say Nick Folk's #1, Xander Horvath is #2, and then after that, it's really up to you on how you want to pick, but those are the best cards in this pack. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to another video. Let me know who you guys pick up. Leave it down below in the comment section. My name is Popular Stranger, and I'm out. Peace.